Right now on First Coast News, college students busted stealing $4 million. Why a Jacksonville lawyer says they shouldn't spend a single day in jail. Plus, another Florida teacher arrested for having sex with a student. Wait until you find out how they got caught. And why a local power company is being ordered to pay back millions to its customers. Before you go to sleep on this Wednesday night, get your latest headlines right now on First Coast News at 11. And we start with breaking news right now. 2 JSO officers are hurt after colliding into each other in the Mixontown area. This all happened at West Beaver Street and Robinson Avenue tonight. Investigators tell us the officers were driving in separate cruisers, responding to a call when another driver failed to yield and caused them to crash into each other. We're told both officers only have minor injuries and will be okay. Well, let's talk about this weather. It is the coldest night of the season. Hopefully you're in your warm bed tonight. Good evening, I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Jessica Clark. And when we say cold, we don't mean Florida cold. It will feel like we are in the teens overnight.
First Coast News storm expert Lauren Rowden-Krantz is live outside right now. And Lauren, I know it is cold.
Yeah, right. Let's just throw the meteorologist outside because it is a cold one tonight. But hey, I can verify that it is very chilly. And you just want to make sure you've got all the exposed skin covered when you're outside like this because we're actually a bit sheltered. Temperature in downtown Jacksonville is about 35 degrees. But once I kind of step out of this nice comfort of the shelter of the building, you've got this wind and it's blowing out of the northeast at about 15 plus miles per hour, and it makes it actually feel more like 25 degrees right here in downtown Jacksonville. And just a little while ago when I was doing a Facebook Live, we had a wind chill of 18 degrees in Waycross. So that's why as of earlier this evening, 9 o'clock actually, until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we've got a wind chill advisory in place across the entire First Coast. Get this, it doesn't just go as far south as, say, Jacksonville, St. Augustine into Palm Coast. That wind chill advisory dives as far south as inland Broward County, Collier County, Lee County. So we're talking West Palm Beach, Naples, Fort Myers. We have a hard freeze warning as well because those air temperatures going to be in the mid to upper 20s. I've got to warm up and get myself inside the studio to talk more about the weather in just a moment, but there are a lot of people that do have to work outside in this brutal cold. We're going to toss things over to Hani Rodriguez with more on that.
That's right, Lori. Well, let's count you, me, and there are some workers out there who are working the graveyard shift. I really do feel sorry for them because it is cold outside. I can't feel my face, and we brought a thermometer here, an outdoor thermometer, and it's reading 29 degrees outside right now, and that's not measuring the wind chill.
It's super cold, and I don't want to be here, but I got to make ends meet.
Daniel Beltran and his crew work the graveyard shift, regardless of the sub-freezing temperatures.
It's uncomfortable. It's cold and all that.
Construction crews aren't the only ones affected by the cold weather. Plants, pets, and wildlife are also feeling it. Don't forget to bring your plants inside.
I planted mine in my backyard here. It's taking me a lot of hard work. I don't want the plants to get ruined. Nathan, the man in overalls, told me that the only thing you need is an old sheet, and I've actually want to show you the one I have here from that I pulled out of my closet. And you told me you just kind of put it over the plants like this. And this is going to help protect, keep a little heat under there, right, when it's really cold.
That's it. And the only other thing you have to deal with is make sure your irrigation system is off so it doesn't go off first thing in the morning.
You definitely don't want to forget about your pets tonight. Stella, give me a high five if it's too cold to be outside. Good job. Come on, let's go inside. Let's go inside. Come on.
According to a spokesperson with Florida Fish and Wildlife, species in both fresh and salt water could die as the temperatures drop. So if you see fish kill, report it.
So we can monitor it and track it and put it into our database.
While most of us will sleep through one of the coldest nights in a warm, cozy bed, these men will be out braving the cold.
And I got like 5 shirts, 2 pants, 2 socks, and I'm still cold. And this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning, so it's gonna be a long night, a long chilly night.
A long, chilly night indeed. I don't have 5 layers on, but I've got 2 puffy jackets, leggings, boots, gloves, and I am freezing. But you know what? Tonight, the heroes of this story is Daniel and his crew. Thank you so much for what you do. For now, reporting live, I'm Honey Rodriguez, First Coast News on your side.
That's exactly right, honey. We thank them for what they do. So, record-breaking cold weather is sweeping across the country, shutting down schools, highways, and airport runways. Just take a look at these whiteout conditions right here behind us.
Yeah, all white, right? That sparked major delays and cancellations at Jacksonville's airport. One woman was planning to fly to Denver with a connecting flight in Atlanta, but because the Atlanta flight was canceled, she now has to sleep at JIA tonight. First Coast News photojournalist Zach Moran spoke to passengers who were stranded for hours.
Well, our flight was supposed to leave at like 7 o'clock this morning, and then because of the weather, it's just, we're stuck here. It's frustrating, but it's weather. What are you gonna do?
So she says the airport gave her a distressed passenger ticket, which equals about $52 for a hotel. She says she wishes she could do more. She and her boyfriend have a flight to Minneapolis in the morning, where they will finally fly to Denver. So if you have a flight, be sure to call your airline before you head to the airport. You can also check the latest on delays and cancellations on our website, firstcoastnews.com/traffic. A Marion County teacher is out on bond tonight. He's accused of sexually assaulting a female student he used to teach. 30-year-old Jason Tarlington worked at Lake Weir High School. Detectives say they found explicit pictures of him and a 17-year-old girl taken in a hotel room. The victim told police she accidentally uploaded the pictures from her phone to a cell phone app called After School. That's when another student told a resource officer. Just last year, a substitute at this same high school was arrested for allegedly inappropriately touching students.
2 Jacksonville college students are facing a long time in prison. They're accused of stealing $4 million worth of Bitcoin scam and hiding the money in banks around town. First Coast News' Brittany Dion joins us live with why a local attorney believes they shouldn't serve any jail time. Brittany?
Jessica, that's right. This local attorney says that these guys did not hurt anyone and there are no victims that you can actually see because they stole all of this money from drug dealers.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
In the case of Jacksonville residents Sean Mackard and Nathan Gibson, greed is not good. The 24-year-old duo pleaded guilty to wire fraud and are now awaiting sentencing. They're facing 20 years in prison for stealing more than $4 million worth of Bitcoin. According to court documents, the pair back in late 2013 hacked a website used by criminals to sell drugs and stole their money. Mackard and Gibson then siphoned the digital currency called Bitcoin from the accounts of drug dealers into their personal accounts online. Then they exchanged the Bitcoin for U.S. currency before attempting to deposit the tender into 5 different banks, including the Jacksonville Federal Credit Union, Bancorp Bank, and Bank of America. Court documents claim the pair used the money to buy jewelry.
This was a perfect crime in a sense.
Jacksonville defense attorney Richard Landis has tried similar cases. He does not represent Mackard and Gibson, but says they shouldn't go to jail.
These young men, yes, they stole this money, but there aren't victims in the traditional sense, because if they were victims of this particular crime, then the federal government would be returning this money to the victims. Instead, the federal government is not returning this money. The federal government is keeping this money.
At a Wednesday press conference, the Nassau County Sheriff's Office, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and Florida National Guard were awarded more than $1.7 million collectively for their efforts investigating the case. The federal government kept the remainder of the money. The awards are a result of forfeiture laws, which allows the government to keep and share assets seized from convicted criminals. Investigators say to expect more cases like this one as digital currency becomes more popular.
This is not the first time that a Bitcoin bank account, legal or illegal, has been hacked. It's not going to be the last time, because clever computer hackers can get into these accounts and they can empty out these accounts.
And again, Bitcoins are not illegal. They actually can be traded or spent legally. They are just fairly new, and so the market is still pretty unstable, so it's smart to be careful when dealing in them. The Nassau County Sheriff's Office, as well as Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the Florida National Guard, say they all plan to use the money for equipment upgrades and charitable endeavors. Reporting live in Duval County, I'm Brittany Dion, First Coast News on your side.
Brittany, thank you. For months now, First Coast News has done special reports on cold cases in our area, and now every single unsolved murder in the state of Florida is all in one place on FDLE's new website. There are more than 400 cases dating back all the way to the 1950s. The site can be accessed by anyone, including victims' families or potential witnesses who have information but never knew where to go or who to talk to. So if you'd like to access it, we've posted a link on our website, firstcoastnews.com.
If you use Georgia Power, you will be getting extra cash in your wallet. The company is being ordered to refund $43 million to customers. The Public Service Commission says the company earned more than its approved return on equity for 2016. And we're told the exact amount being given to customers and the date of the refund will be determined in a later filing. Well, we have an exciting update tonight about Eric Mitchell, a.k.a. Hulk. He is the Super Jags fan battling stage 4 cancer.
And last night, our Jeannie Blaylock surprised him with news that the Jags are granting his wish to go to the big game in New England. Yay! And tonight, we can tell you his friends at Johnson & Johnson, they were also raising money for his travel expenses, and they have reached their goal. And also, several of you at home have offered to pay for his trip. So any extra money will help Mitch and his family with medical expenses. If you would like to help, you can find a link to this story on our website, firstcoastnews.com.
Well, the Jaguars are on the road to the Super Bowl in Minneapolis. Our live team coverage of the AFC Championship begins tomorrow live from Foxborough. We have a team of reporters and anchors who will be there providing you the best coverage.
Now, weather with your First Coast News storm experts, powered by AC Designs.
Now that I have thawed back out in the warm studio relative to what it feels like outside, let's take a look at your forecast and how cold it is going to get in your neighborhood tonight. Remember, we have that hard freeze warning that is coming into effect in just about 45 minutes, and that's when those temperatures will be dropping below freezing in most spots, and then a wind chill advisory for everyone, because by tomorrow morning, the wind chills will likely be in the mid to upper teens across much of the First Coast. As far as air temperature goes, 25 degrees for Jacksonville is what I've got for our low temp, 22 for Waycross and Valdosta. Even at the beaches, this hard freeze goes all the way to the coast. 30 for St. Simon's Island, 31 for Mayport, 29 for St. Augustine and Palm Coast. You'll be sitting at 28 degrees tomorrow morning. Now remember, that's just the air temperature. Add on that northwest breeze of 10 to 15 miles per hour, and this is what we are left with. Those wind chills overnight dropping into the teens, and this could be dangerous on the body if you're outside for a prolonged period of time and you aren't layered up the right way. So 18 degrees is what it'll feel like tomorrow morning. Make sure the kids are bundled up at the bus stops, even along the beaches where it will likely be breeziest, yet not quite as cold. We'll still have those wind chills in the teens. As we wake up and start our day, those wind chills barely begin to warm up, I guess you could say, feeling like 30 degrees just about by mid-morning in Jacksonville. And throughout the afternoon tomorrow, we only get into the mid and upper 40s despite the full sunshine because of that cold north breeze. 31 is what we're sitting at right now in Jacksonville. So yes, we are officially sub-freezing in the city of Jacksonville. The wind speed is coming out of the northwest at about 15 plus. So again, that adds the insult to injury, and this is what we are feeling like currently. 22 degrees in Jacksonville, downtown Jacksonville feeling like about 20 degrees along the river. 23 in St. Augustine is that wind chill, and yep, we have teens already on the board, Waycross and out in Lake City. So here's this cold front, and this is how it rolled through today. Started off with the sunshine, watched those clouds move through, and then that cold, dry air has wrapped around behind it, and we've even got snow cover up to our north, so that is why things are, I guess, even colder than what they would be without that snow cover across the area. So we have that hard freeze tomorrow morning, but then we also are going to have another freeze likely for the beaches on Friday morning. Hard freeze for our inland areas. Good news, we do begin to warm up just in time for the weekend.
Thank you, Lauren. Well, that is going to do it for our news coverage tonight.
Our Jaguar special will begin in just 2 minutes.
And we've got a great show for you. We're going to see Blake Bortles like you've never seen him before in 3D. Alyssa Lang is telling you why the Jags are no longer the butt of everybody's joke. And Brian Janacki is digging a little deeper into this culture change. It's all coming up on the other side of this timeout.
Duval, baby, let's shock the world. Let's shock the world, Duval. Represent.
The AFC Championship game is only 4 days away in Foxborough, and it appears that no one besides the Jaguars and their fans believe the Big Cats can beat the Pats. Also, once again, the so-called experts don't have confidence in quarterback Blake Bortles.
What I care about is in that locker room, and those are the opinions I care about, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So when other people say stuff or when it comes from anywhere, it doesn't bother me.
Tonight, we're taking a 3D look at how Bortles has been more effective than most have given him credit for. Plus, we're heading to Foxborough to hear what the Patriots are saying about the Big Cats ahead of Sunday's game. And throughout the show, we'll be hearing from you, the fans. This is a First Coast Sports Road to Minneapolis special.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Chris Porter. Are you ready for the AFC Championship game Sunday? Well, if you're not, I know this guy is, Blake Bortles. Bortles ready to take the next step in proving his critics wrong. More importantly, he wants to lead this franchise to its first world championship. Blake, as you know, he's taken a lot of heat, but let's take a closer look at him. He was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. He owns 6 of the Jaguars' passing records, and he is 10-0 when he does not throw an interception. Blake and his team are entering Sunday's game 9.5-point underdogs. They don't care. Most have considered them underdogs all season.
And yeah, we have to be, the best part ever play the game to do so. So guys are locked in and focused. Practice went well today. Guys are flying around, and just eager for the opportunity.
We kind of use it as momentum and things like that, but, at the end of the day, we're just going to go out there and, play our best game and, give it our all and, see the outcome of it. And, when we win, just get ready, for the Super Bowl.
When you win?
Yes.
And we had our off day yesterday. I was watching Sports Nation, ESPN. A lot of people were writing us off, so it's cool. It gives you that motivation to just, hear that throughout the week.
The Jaguars are the new kids on the block when it comes to the postseason. Alyssa Lang with how they've gone from the butt of the joke to talking their own trash.
There are a lot of NFL fans that aren't really able to handle the Jags being the new kids on the block, especially because they talk a lot of trash. But if they keep winning, it's not going to stop.
I thought about it, dog. Hey, we still got 2 more games to play, dog.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are tired of being bullied, the butt of your jokes, and tired of being disrespected.
Duval, baby, let's shock the world. Let's shock the world, Duval. Represent.
All right, we were sorry last year, but we're not this year.
3-win season, that was last year. This is now. Brady versus Bortles. Yeah, Blake Bortles. People may say that with a snicker, but no one in Duval is laughing.
And you show up and play, and we'll see who scores more points.
You didn't believe the Jags were for real? Well, you better start, because 28 teams are sitting on their couch on Conference Championship weekend, and the Jags aren't one of them.
At the end of the day, we all we got. And that's one thing that we've been saying the whole season. We all we got.
You're mad that this team is calling out people who didn't believe in them?
He's a dog. I want to know what Jarrell Casey has to say about him choking in big moments while you sit at home and watch us next week.
You better get used to it, because there were a lot of non-believers.
Where is Mitchell? I want to see Mitchell.
This team is angry. 1 of 4 remaining, and people are still looking past them?
Gotta win the Super Bowl. That's how I look at it. Even when we win next week, they're going to have something to say. We're going against the best of the best. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So you're going against the best quarterback of all time, in my opinion, and the best coach of all time. So we're definitely looking forward to the opportunity.
They've beaten Hall of Fame quarterbacks. They've won 2 playoff games and are AFC Championship bound. But some people still aren't listening.
We going to the Super Bowl, and we going to win that. We going to win that.
And if you thought there was never a scenario where the Jacksonville Jaguars would ever make it to Super Bowl 52, just remember, they're only 1 game away. With the Jaguars, Alyssa Lang, First Coast Sports.
When you're a true fan, it's kind of like no matter what, they my team, so down or up, I'm with them. And me, I'm 28, so since 95, they all I ever knew.
Jags fans showing their team pride. Hear why they say a win Sunday should silence all the doubters. You're watching our First Coast Sports Special, Road to Minneapolis.
Selected. Bottle of champagne ready in the first quarter before it was in. 21 with about 6 minutes left. We already declared we haven't gave up a 21-point lead in 3 years. It's not happening today. It's not happening. We was already declaring, looking at flights, round trip flight 280 to New England. We was ready.
That's DT describing how the scene was and what people were saying at his watch party on Sunday. There's no arguing this team has more swag and confidence than most in the NFL. Brian Janacki digging deeper to learn where this confidence came from, especially when you look back at where this team was just 1 year ago.
From 3-13 to the AFC Championship game, it's truly unbelievable when you look at where this team was 1 year ago. We know the Jags can win. We know the Jags have swag. But there's one key ingredient that this team has that they can credit a lot of their success to, and that's their confidence.
I ain't got too much to say, but y'all make sure y'all bring that same energy out here next week and the week after. We going to the Super Bowl, and we gonna win that.
One word to describe the Jaguars is confident.
He should be confident because he's very, very good. The good Lord made that guy, and he said, let there be corner, and there he is. So, I'd be confident if I were him as well.
We all know it's not just Jalen who is good. The team is stacked. But where does this confidence come from? It seemed to show up when there wasn't any reason to have any. Immediately after the Jaguars finished 3-13. Malik Jackson before the season said the Jaguars will win the Super Bowl, while the road to speaking things into existence is near the finish.
Doug, is this the most confident group that you've been around with Ramsey's comments and then obviously Malik saying the Super Bowl before the season? How would you kind of compare this team's confidence to teams that you've been around in the past?
I look at it as when you prepare during the week and you step on that field, the way you perform, you know what I'm saying, shows me and the look in their eyes. I believe confidence comes in preparation.
The Jags have been prepared all season, and now they head into Foxborough. Jacksonville is ready to shock the world.
Duval, baby, let's shock the world. Let's shock the world, Duval. Represent.
They'll need the swag, they'll need the confidence, and they'll definitely need to lean on Tom Coughlin. TC's no stranger to this stage. Twice in his career, he's knocked off the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. That was back when he was with the New York Giants. From Everbank Field, Brian Janacki, First Coast Sports.
It seems the Patriots have learned from the Pittsburgh Steelers' mistakes of last week. They aren't saying anything that could be misconstrued as trash talk. Tom Brady and Gronk are all complimentary of the Jags defense.
I haven't played them in a regular season game this year, so I really don't have a comparison for that, besides what I remember during training camp, and that they were tough, they were competitive, and they're competing at all times during training camp. And when you watch the film of them playing this year, you watched the game last week versus the Steelers, they're competing. They're always ready to go.
We're back to say goodbye and let you know what we got in store for you tomorrow night. You're watching our First Coast Sports Special, Road to Minneapolis.